Force or shiru. We hear the term force used many times in our day-to-day life. We might not even realize that we're using it. Opening a door, riding a bicycle, lifting an object. These are just a few common tasks we perform every day, and all of them require force. What is force? Consider a ball lying on the ground at rest. It's not moving. Suppose a player wants to pass the ball to his teammate, who is standing on the other side of the field. How would he do that? He needs to make the ball move in the direction of his teammate. So, he will kick the ball toward his teammate. When he kicks the ball, we say that he applied a force to the football. Yes, the kick is the force he applied to the ball. Now suppose we have a desk here at point A. A person wants to move it from point A to point B. How will he do that? He will push the desk toward point B. In this case, we say that the person applied a force to the desk in order to move it. The push is the force the person applied to the desk. Similarly, when you lift an object from the table, we say that you applied a force to the object. Here, the force is applied in the form of lifting. I was surely answer that should take. A box itself, it got to cocktail of nothing but the one so the set. So forces are actions such as kicking, pushing, lifting, etc. performed on objects. There are many such actions we can perform. Some more examples include ensure it's simply. While riding a bicycle, we pedal it continuously to keep it in motion. Here, pedaling is the force we apply to the bicycle. Hitting a hammer on a nail is also a force applied to the nail. Stopping a moving ball also involves applying a force to stop it. Other examples of actions performed on objects include opening a drawer, plucking the string of a guitar, and moving a piece on a chessboard. These are just a few examples, but there are many more actions we can perform on objects. It's not possible to list every one of them. However, we can categorize all these actions into two basic types: pushing and pulling. Pushing and pulling. For example, when we open a drawer, we are simply pulling the knob to open it. Similarly, when we lift a bucket of water from a well, we are pulling the bucket toward us. What about actions that can be described as pushing? Actions such as passing the ball or hitting a hammer on a nail can be thought of as pushing an object. Are there actions that can be described as both pushing and pulling? Yes, there are. Suppose there's a book on the table. You can either pull it toward you or push it away from you. So, moving an object can be described as both pushing and pulling. Similarly, opening or shutting a door can be considered both pushing and pulling. Conclusion: we can safely say that forces are nothing more than the push or pull applied to objects. Forces result from the interaction between bodies or objects. What does that mean? Let's go back to the first example in this video. To pass the ball to his teammate, the player must interact with the ball. He interacts with the ball by kicking it. The ball and the player interact with each other. As in the second example, to move the desk from point A to point B, the person must interact with the desk. We will study more about these interactions in future videos. Now that we have a basic understanding of what force is, let's put its definition in front of you. A force is a push or pull upon an object resulting from the object's interaction with another object.